Hello, my name is Cherise, and today I will be going over my Learning Center on fractions. The California State Standards that I will be going over or utilizing today for my activity is 4.0. Students understand that fractions may refer to parts of a set and parts of a whole. My goal here for second graders is to get them to understand that fractions can be a whole or sets of a part of something. And it's going to be really elementary, really basic skills that we'll be utilizing throughout the year. So, and by the end of the school year, they should have gotten a part of it. Okay? So, I have some manipulatives here that I will be using with the children. These are great for children who may be having some difficulties or some physical or sensory impairments or some slight special needs. It's really helped them to figure it out if they're visual learners like myself. And we have another manipulative here are some flashcards that they can find the correct answer. They have multiple choice on the front and find the correct answer on the back, and then that show what the answers are for this. Okay, I have a great chart here that also specifies the answers in case they get a little confused or lost. They can look at the chart and find the correct answers. Okay, my title, again, fractional parts, and I have instructions listed here for each activity 1 through 5. Class instructions, letting them know exactly what to do. I have it color coordinated. Here we have red area, which is activity number 1. Activity number 2 is in orange. Activity number 3 is in blue. Activity number 4 is in purple and yellow. Okay? And again, these are my self-correcting manipulatives as I mentioned earlier. And I have this nice handy-dandy bowl that the students will be able to put their work in once they're done. Another recording system that I will be using besides each worksheet for each activity is a book here that they would have to fill out by writing their name and date each time they visit the center. Okay? So here I start with fractions. I start with a language arts component to explain what are fractions, okay? Fractions tell us something has been divided into equal parts. For example, we have a fraction here. The top number is the numerator. Tells us how many parts we have. The bottom number, the denominator, tells us the total number of parts in a whole. A whole number can either be an entire thing or a set of things. Equivalent fractions show the same part of an object or a set. Okay, so we'll be going over this throughout the school year. The students will familiarize themselves with it, and they will get it by the end of the school year and be ready for 3rd grade and to work on fractions and understand what are fractions, at least when they enter 3rd grade. Okay, so activity number 1, basically, they'll come here, they'll read the instructions. It says take a worksheet and answer the questions. Use the pizza on the display board to help you figure out the answers. I have the worksheets here on the board for worksheet 1, worksheet 2, worksheet 3, 4, and 5. You can also have the worksheets spread out on the table, labeled 1 through 5 as well. That's fine. I just put it here on the display board for the fun factor, make it more exciting. So again, the students will take the worksheet and they'll read the questions. For example, this worksheet has a pizza on it. Let's share our pizza party. Here is your birthday pizza with 12 slices. 12 slices on the board here. Count the slices of pizza. They'll start counting them. They'll learn that there's 12 slices. I have an arrow here so they won't get confused. Okay? For question number 1, if we took 1 slice of pizza, what would be the fraction? So I have each slice on Velcro. They can take it right off. Okay? They'll see what would be the fraction. They would know this would be 1/12. They'll write the answer in here. Okay? If we took 2 slices off, what would be the fraction? They'll know it's 2. It's 2/12, and they'll write the correct answer where it needs to be. Once they're done, they will already know to put the worksheet in the basket. Now, it doesn't say up here to put the worksheets in the basket because I would have explained that to them, and I want them to be so independent and know that, oh, I already know what to do. You know, I don't have to read it. I know that it goes in the basket automatically. Okay? So activity number 2, the matching fractions. It's a little game we have here. Step 1, pick the matching card from the orange pocket, place it in the correct pocket. So they would pick the card from the little pocket, okay? And then again here we're bringing in the language arts component with the fractions because we have the words 1/12. We have the number 1/12. And it shows you, the card tells you what's 1/12 on the card. So you match the number with the words. And you know, oh, that's it. That's where that one goes. Okay, here's 1/2. Oh, great, here's 1/2. This one must go here. It says 1/2, and this number says 1/2. So that matches, oops, that matches there. For 1/4, oh, here's 1/4. That must be it there, and so forth. Okay? And then step 2, complete activity number 2 worksheet. They'll take the worksheet, and the worksheet again will piggyback off what the activity is. Each worksheet piggybacks on the activity. Okay, and the worksheet basically is going to tell me what they know or what they do not know, and I will be able to help them along the way. Okay, once they're done, they would know, put the worksheet in the basket. Okay, now activity number 3, eggs or the fractions. Again, this kind of is similar to the pizza party. Okay, if you remove 1 egg from this dozen of eggs in this carton, then what's the answer? The answer will be 1/12, right? If you remove 2 eggs from the carton of eggs, what would be the answer? 2/12. Okay, so basically the worksheet will say, that will be the questions on the worksheet. Okay, this worksheet, for example, you draw the line to the correct answer. And they will know if they have any questions or concerns, they can raise their hand, and either myself, a teacher assistant, or a student helper will come around and will assist them with their work. Okay? And that goes in the basket when they're done. Activity number 4, equivalent fractions. Remember, what are equivalent fractions? Now we have an activity. Okay? Step 1, explore with fraction cubes. Here they'll use these wonderful cubes. Second graders love these cubes. They love to take things apart and put them back together. Okay? They'll discover that, wow, look, these are all the same size, all of them. But they have different numbers on them. And they'll see that there are 2 halves and a whole. They'll take it apart and they'll see that. They'll see that there are, for example here, there are 2 1/6 and 1/3. They'll see that it can be a whole or a part. They'll get to understand that concept. Okay? Step 2, complete worksheet number 4. They'll take the worksheet out. Again, the worksheet will piggyback off the activity. Here, what equals 1/2? They'll learn that equals and equivalent are similar with fractions, okay? What equals 1/2? They'll write the right answer in each one, 1 through 5. Okay, they'll write the right answer. If they have difficulties, they can ask for help and we'll come around. Activity number 5, color in fractions. Step 1, find the correct card in the yellow pocket. Here's the yellow pocket. Find a correct card that matches the one on the display board. You have half. You'll find the right one. You'll place it here. Okay, find the right card. Place the right card where they belong. Nice little game. Fun, bringing in a fun factor. Once they're done, step 2, color in fractions on the worksheet.